Hi there, I'm Adam, Head of Environment and Enviresearch, and I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about my mental health journey. And I started experiencing anxiety and panic attacks when I was at university. So in my late teens and early 20s, I found clubs quite overwhelming. Lots of people, lots of lights, lots of noise, and I found that I would want to just get to a point where I just wanted to leave those places, which I wasn't really aware of at the time, and my friends weren't always very understanding of. Later in my early 20s, when I started my working life, I started commuting to Leeds, and I found that I would regularly experience panic attacks in the train station, and I think this was a combination of sensory overwhelm and work stress and family stress. So I was really struggling for a time with the anxiety as well, worrying about day-to-day things, worrying about my workload, worrying about my family, not being able to switch off. Spiraling thoughts, catastrophizing, things like that, and it's something that built up over time, and eventually resulted in me experiencing periods of depression as well, characterized by low moods, which is something that I've also had to learn to manage. I'm managing my anxiety much better now. I have lots of coping strategies, including listening to music in noisy places and avoiding busy public places or times of day when places tend to be more busy. I have a lot of coping strategies on public transport, where I find bits of the train where I'm more comfortable, and I also practice mindfulness and meditation to help calm my mind. I also manage my anxiety through building my resilience, doing things that I enjoy, like gardening, gaming, spending time with family and friends, and also participating in events organised by the men's mental health charity Menfulness, which I've found really beneficial to my mental health, and has also helped me to understand that I have a lot of neurodivergent traits which are resulting in my anxiety struggles. I went to my first Menfulness event in November 2023. They hold a retro gaming night in my local pub, which was bang on in line with my interests, and I went down and I met some really nice blokes. We had a nice open chat, and it just felt really great, and I kept going to events until I asked to volunteer because I felt like I was really enjoying what the charity gave to me, so I wanted to give back. So I helped the trustees set up an allotment project in Haxby in York, and I've been holding fortnightly allotment sessions with some of the guys, and to share the mindfulness and mental health benefits of growing and gardening with them, and I think it's been a great success. If you're struggling, please reach out to somebody you trust. You might find that their response is much more open and accepting than you worry that it might be. It's important to tell people how you're feeling. A burden shared is a burden halved, as they say, and they might also be able to help you seek help. I would go to a professional, go to your GP. They have lots of things that they can prescribe, including social prescribing. A lot of men are referred to Menfulness through the social prescribing system. It's not just medication. I've never taken any form of medication for my mental health, as it's something that I was keen to avoid. I'm very keen on self-help strategies, and there's lots available on the internet from reputable sources such as Mind and the NHS and the government. So try and do a bit of your own research while you're waiting for professional help. For any specific advice regarding panic attacks, I find it's best to take yourself into a quiet place, sit down, let the symptoms pass. It may feel like you're having a heart attack, so if there's any doubt in your physical condition, please call 999. I use the 5-7 breathing exercise to help calm me. It promotes a physiological reaction, which actually physically reduces your heart rate. So breathe in for 5 seconds and out for 7, and do that until you feel your heart rate start to calm. Take a hold of an object, or do what you might call stimming, which is for stimulation, tapping the ends of your fingers, tapping your collarbone or the bridge of your nose. And if it helps, flap your hands, rock, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Do it and makes you feel better. The important thing about panic attacks is managing them in the moment. For further advice, there's lots of great free information out there. The Samaritans provide free non-judgmental support. So if you just want someone to talk to, ring the Samaritans. There's also the text-based help service called Calm, Campaign Against Living Miserably. They provide you a text-based service where you can offload your worries. Mind also have lots of great content, free content, and advisors who will be able to speak to you about your specific issues and provide you with recommendations of how to put in place coping mechanisms and seek help. Not every part of the country is lucky enough to have a charity like Menfulness, as they're primarily York based, but there's also Andy's Man Club, who have branches nationally for men's mental health, and please make sure if you're having struggles in your workplace, most workplaces should have a registered mental health first aider, and they can provide you with free help and advice, and signposting to services, and we'll check in with you to make sure that you're doing better. Thanks for listening.